I'm dying. You're dying. They're dying. People over here are dying. We're all dying. It's a matter of what we do with that time while we're on this planet before we die. Without regret. Laying there. What could I have done different? Or wish I should have done? Regret. It's a horrible thing. If you're laying there and you know your time is up, things flash through your head. You wish you could have done things better. That's the nature of the beast. While we're dying, as though I'm dying, you're dying, hopefully just not today. But there's a realization we all got to wake up to. Nobody's coming for us. Nobody's coming to rescue us. And it's all on us. We could have the family, the greatest friends in the world, ones we rely on. But what I've noticed as time goes on, those relationships fade, disappear. It's all part of growth in this life. You're going to lose friends. You're going to make friends. You're going to have lovers. They all go and come by in our life as a moment of experience and as a teacher. I've had some trials and tribulations in my life. I can get into them later. It's not the point. Everybody has a story. A story, of disappointment, mistakes, regrets, blah, blah, blah. But if you're alive, breathing, hearing, and seeing, that's a pretty good indication that you're okay and you're alive. And that's a good thing. And I love you. Just know that. I'm here to share my story because I love myself and I love other people. And hopefully they can understand that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to get knocked down. The courage, the strength, the fortitude, and the fight in you is to keep getting back up. You probably heard the Rocky saying, life is tough and life ain't a bunch of rainbows and unicorns. Life is not going to hit harder. Nothing's going to hit harder in life than life itself. It's going to break you to your knees. It's going to knock you down. A lot. The winning is getting back up. That's how winning is done. What is your why? Think now. What is your why? Your why could be, I want to provide better life for my family. Why? Why not take that vacation? Why do I have those extra bills? What you got to find your purpose and find, I call it your niche. Those there are foundations to building a life that you want. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, nothing's going to change. The only thing that stays the same are the things that stay the same. Now, I've made a decision. You know what? Let me give you an example. Why? That question can be a lifelong answer. For me, it took me almost 58 years to figure out my why. But in that process, I had to change everything that I knew and unlearn it. Whatever, influences, teachers, parents, friends, family, back when we were a kid, right up until this old dog's age now. Better late than never. I spent a whole life not recognizing it to figure out my why. My why is I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to let people tell me what I can and cannot do. I am going to keep out the noise. I am going to succeed at this venture and new beginning. I don't want anyone to have regrets. Like I have reiterated, you're laying there and you're dying and you're looking up at your wife or your kids or family. I want that feeling of accomplishment, that I did my best. If you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be willing to throw down. Make sense? You're stuck, some of you. And the truth is, our nervous system is a big part of controlling our decisions and what we do. It's not that you're lazy. Let's get rid of that stigma too. Our nervous system controls our thoughts and manages when we're going to do and how we're going to do stuff. And it can be paralyzing because of anxiety. Paralyzing anxiety of something new. It's afraid. We are afraid because we have been taught a lot in this life that is a lie. Go to school, get a job, get married, retire. With what? Nowadays, people are just getting by. Living paycheck to paycheck. And they're afraid of what's going to happen the next day or the next day. But what if there was a way? And I knew one. There's a few. But I've learned a lot. And if you have any questions or wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about if it doesn't make sense? We're going to fall down in this life. We're going to fall down. We're going to scrape our legs. We're going to hurt people intentionally and not intentionally. That's just who we are. I don't like hurting people, but I have. Do I regret it? Yes. Do I make amends wherever possible with those people, especially the ones I love? But some of them are not going to accept it. And that's fine. And in my experience, it's my family. This doesn't have to be blood, as you know. I have friends that are probably more family than the ones that I have left. But put that all to the side. Don't worry about that. That's life. And you're not alone. I'm sharing stuff that you probably know, or I'm not telling you anything different that you don't already been experiencing in the past, currently. I don't know your situation. But I'm one here to tell you, no matter what it is you do, life is going to be here and it's going to try and knock you down. And that's just the way it is. There's no right time, there's no wrong time to shit or get off the pot, to make a change. You know, you're the only one better than anybody else who knows what needs to change. Are you willing to do that? I know it can be scary, change, but that's where the magic relays or lays on the other side. Magic is on the other side of fear, a happy life that's pleasant, that you want to share with other people. It's on the other side. Whatever it is, you got to go through some trials and tribulations. I'm not going to argue with that. It's called putting in the work. You get honest with yourself. One, accept and know what your fear is. Feel it. Embrace it. But not too long. And then you have that plan. You know what you want. How do you get there? And the simple answer is, there is no simple answer. You're going to have to walk through a fire, hell, hardships, doing the work, going through the tough times, and ending up in a place that you had in your mind. That place, that dream, does not have to stay there. It could come as real as you and me. Don't wait. Waiting and procrastination are the killers of all potential, dreams, and happiness that we want. The, new relationship, marriage, that new car, new house, going on that family trip, taking that vacation you always wanted to, picking, and this is going anytime, that you can go anytime, whenever you want. You can go before taking action. That's fine. You can go during taking action. And you absolutely can go where that place of happiness, a place of solitude, place of adventure, another place on this planet that you've always aspired and been passionate for, to go to. See, what I'm doing is just laying out stuff you already know. I'm here to remind you and kick you in the butt. And I'm kicking myself in the butt. You see, there's a big thing called accountability with ourselves and each other. Me coming on here is part of keeping myself accountable to you, to me, most importantly, and move in that direction. There are going to be thorns, prickly bushes, people doubting you, like I said. But if you have a vision, what you want to take or explore, don't let any form of procrastination stop you. You are the owner of your own destiny. And you can rewrite it any way you want.